The new James Gunn Superman movie was insanely good, and it forced me to look back and actually think about Man of Steel, like a lot of people. And it's not as bad as people think. So let's get into what's not that bad about Man of Steel. Welcome to another episode of It's Not That Bad with me, Jared, where we take a look at Zack Snyder's works and really try to convince everyone that they're not all bad. Today we talk about the Man of Steel film, produced by Christopher Nolan, writing credits to Nolan and David Goyer, who also has a writing credit for Batman Begins and Dark Knight. So this movie in itself was actually set up to be a success. And though it did really well commercially, it did divide critics a ton. And this led to a Rotten Tomatoes score of a 57%. Now, some of these reviews did make sense. Some, not so much. But I don't think this movie deserved the hate that it did. And really because of one huge thing. And that's because I'm a Henry Cavill stan. I will watch him in anything. I think that with this character, it embodied more of a realistic Superman that certainly could have saved more people and should have been more conscious of saving people. And honestly should have been way faster at saving people, right? But that's what made him real to me in this movie. He wasn't like this fully developed Superman. He was kind of like, I should probably kill Zod before he, kills that family over there while I have him in this headlock. Like his indecisiveness and awareness of other lives as humans are destroyed in this movie. And this is what I feel makes him more human and vulnerable. I mean, in the situation where, he was going to kill Zod, I wouldn't have known what to do for sure in that moment. I would have been like, oh man, should I let Zod kill his family or should I just kill Zod? I don't know, but I should probably not cause a lot more death. It's kind of a hard situation to be in, and it made me think a lot. I personally like that we got this wandering, unknown Clark Kent who really didn't know who he was. And so he scoured the globe, doing odd jobs, trying to find himself, leaving towns, and really also trying to find this alien ship. Right? Because I would not know what to do or who I'd be if I were Clark Kent. I'd be trying to find some purpose, and that's kind of what a lot of Man of Steel is about. And I can respect it. Anyways, I tend to make a lot more points than just this one thing. So yes, I do have other points. But two, I'm starting to realize that though it does get annoying for a lot of Zack Snyder movies, he somehow makes small things in his movies a huge deal, a bigger deal than what it actually is. There's that flashback scene in Man of Steel where a little boy, Clark Kent in school is just as overwhelmed because of his superhuman senses. He's developing heat vision, his x-ray vision's coming in. He's like, I don't know what's going on. He's he also has enhanced hearing. So he's like, man, I'm sensory overload. I'm freaking out. And he goes to run away. He's trying to shut out the world. He runs away scared and hides in this closet. And then the whole class just shows up right next to the closet. I don't know why the class had to do that. The teacher just take the students along with her or something, which to me is why is this a big deal? Why is it a big deal that the boy is in the closet? I feel an administrator should have really gotten him to his mom and not, the teacher and the students really had to be there. And the teacher's probably man, this little kid is a nuisance, but no one knows what he's going through because he's Kryptonian and no one on Earth really knows what that's like. And the teacher's just assuming that he's probably dumb. Now, I didn't like that at all, But I like how they showed it because eventually Martha, Clark's mom, comes and it starts to show Clark's support system comes from his parents and people who aren't really biologically related to him. It's a sweet moment, and one that is also shown in James Gunn's version of Superman. And it shows the hopeful side of this movie, which I just hear so many people being like, oh man, like James Gunn's Superman is like a lot more hopeful. Though I do think it is like more blatantly hopeful. There is a side to Man of Steel that's like, oh, he is still this symbol of hope. It's just not fully fleshed out and developed yet, because this is literally like a Superman origin story. My third subpoint to this is that Man of Steel is still a good movie because his suit wasn't as comic accurate, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I'm saying James Gunn's version of Superman is silly because of the trunks. There, I said it. I don't care if you hate me. Why would a superhero add underwear to their costume? I think that's just a little bit silly. It's an undergarment. It should go under, right? It's just there's more utilization that way. For men, it holds more. Why would someone add underwear to a superhero costume for a movie that's grounded in realism? So I'm glad Zack Snyder decided not to put that in there. Yeah, if there's one critique I had for James Gunn's Superman movie, which I know I'm supposed to be talking about Man of Steel, but I'm going to get into it because James Gunn, Superman, I could have done without the underwear. Okay, it was a little too silly for me.